everyone, welcome back to Assetto Corsa. We're in the RSS Formula 2013 with the Red Bull RB9 skin. Doing a bit of a Nordschleife challenge. Saw Mike from Sim Racing 604 overnight try and beat the existing lap record for the Nordschleife for 5 minutes 19, was set by the Porsche 919, which is an absolutely mental car. So he had a crack in this car last night, see if he could beat that record, as Red Bull are doing a bit of a Nürburgring festival, I think in September, when this car will be driven, in another car, I think the RB11 will be driven by Daniel Ricciardo and Sebastian Vettel. So Mike's test was to see if they did go for outright speed, which they probably won't, because it'll be more of a demonstration run. I don't think they're going to bang up a priceless championship winning Formula 1 car for the sake of a lap record, but if they did, what would happen? And so here's my attempt in the RB9. So it's a V8, which is the last of the V8 of that era. It has DRS, which we can't use here because there's no DRS zones, but also a curve system, which I really like on this era car. There's no sort of fuel saving or any of these things. The curves is available every lap, so you just push the button. Almost works like a push to pass or an overtake button in the IndyCar. Important for the lap, we've got our gearing and everything set correctly. Did a couple of runs just to play around with the gearing, and also best to save the curves for the last big long straight in the last sector. Got a fair bit of aero whacked on. Get through the twisty bits. There's so much grip in this car. This is the double diffuser era as well. Just endless amounts. Feels so nimble obviously as well compared to the big long heavy current cars. But these things are around 770 horsepower, weighing about 600 odd kilos, maybe 630 or so. And this part of the track here absolutely eats it up flat out if you can. It's an amazing amount of grip from this car. It brakes super late. I love this corner as well. Little left-hander, just stick the car in, nice and tight, back on the power early. So far the run's going really well. Tricky couple of corners here off camber. Spun a few times with that right-hander in the practice laps. Very easy to get the car unsettled. Another hard corner here again, a little bit off camber. Coming off the exit there, spun it a couple of times there as well, so get a good exit onto the straight. You use a couple little dabs of curves up here just to keep 7th gear rolling along. You sometimes slip back down to 6 when it starts to run out a bit of juice going up the hill here. But yeah, this car from RSS, as usual, absolutely phenomenal. As you can see on the dash there, this is Hungry Heidi. Of course, Sebastian named all of his cars after women usually, and this one was named after Heidi Klum, the German supermodel. That's on the dash there, so a really phenomenal car. What a wonderful effort from RSS. All this stuff is just brilliant. Love the wings on the wing mirrors on this thing too. They sort of sit up off the car. You feel really hunkered down and hunched down in the car. And now into the bit where I do often struggle with. It's hard to get confidence through some of these corners. A little bit wide there. I think Mike went around in a 5:18.5, so about a second or half a second faster than the Porsche lap record, so we're aiming for something around that. And through this is the last sort of tricky series of corners before we go into the, so I suppose, the easier bit of the course, the final sector. So nail it out of there. Flick of the gears down through the flip-flop there, and back onto it. So past all the sort of hard stuff, this is all for this car, is just absolutely flat out with the amount of aero that it has. Up into the caravan park area, all the spectators congregate there. Into the second carousel. Made a big mess of that, that's cost us a little bit of time. She's got the last of our curves here to keep the car at maximum speed. under the bridge for the final time. Just trying to nail these last couple of corners. Slow down for the final corner here and across the line. 5:19 dead, so just a little bit off Mike's time. So yeah guys, a bit of a challenge for you. Have a crack and enjoy.